So, hey guys, and welcome back to Jurassic Room. Man, let's see. I got the whole sheet thing in the way. But anyway. Yeah, it looks so unflattering. Tomorrow, I'm going on a toy hunt, and hopefully, we'll see some Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toys. I know they're starting to pop up in some stores, so I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow might find some already in stores and maybe pick at least one up. But however, I'm still hoping, trying to save up for Jurassic World Evolution to pre-order and all that. If y'all didn't know, I'm working on a fishing video right now. I'm gonna post a picture on Instagram if y'all want to see him. But I did we caught 32 keeper fish. Well, technically 33 if you count the one I caught. I only caught 2 fish. I caught a brim and a bullhead catfish, in which I kept the bullhead catfish, and he's in my tank now. As you can see, you can maybe see him right there. He's right here. It's kind of hard to see him, but you'll see him in that video. I might just post a little picture of him right here, just so y'all can see. But he's my new catfish. His name is Barbosa, and he's a pretty cool little catfish. So that's cool. Anyway, I would wait to do Jurassic Chat 44 until Friday when they release a new bio, but I figured, let's hold on right there. But I decided to go ahead and do this anyway because I have so much information. There's some really cool news coming out tonight. So I just figured, let's just wait and do that. And I'll cover it in Jurassic Chat 45 or something, whatever, when I'm doing the chat about Jurassic World Evolution, which I'm not going to be talking about Jurassic World Evolution too much in this, because I've still got to do the part 2 of the gameplay demo reaction, and that'll be with the Best in Slots video. Oh my god, just that. Good grief. There we go. Anyway, I wanted to cover this, about some of the legacy figures from the Jurassic World toy line, some of the new figures we got, and the damaged, or Dino Damage figures. Dino Damage wise, we're getting some different figures, like another Colossal T-Rex, which is a Walmart exclusive, which will have the actual sounds, it'll roar and all that, as well as another one, I believe, featuring a T-Rex and a Monolophosaurus with the, the pop-out Dino Damage. We're also getting, I believe, another Velociraptor. Hold on one second. So yeah, we're also getting another Stygimoloch. It's called the Battle Damage line. We're getting Stygimoloch again, Triceratops, Pachycephalosaurus in more of a green and tan color, Velociraptor Blue, which has a little bit more articulation and all that, in a different boxing, I believe, too. Herrerasaurus, and I believe a few others that we haven't seen quite yet, as well as the Colossal T-Rex, which is right here. Colossal T-Rex, and I believe we're also getting, no, it's just the Colossal T-Rex that has the lights and sounds, which is a Walmart exclusive. Then you have another one, which I believe is just a regular Tyrannosaurus Rex with the Monolophosaurus. And the mono is actually pretty cool. Other figures that we're going to be getting a, like a bundle pack, I believe is what it's called, and that'll come with it's the smaller line, I forget what it's called right now, but it'll come with a Pteranodon, a Dilophosaurus, Dimorphodon, 2 Gallimimuses, and a Velociraptor. As for legacy figures, we've seen a couple legacy figures. We have one leaked photo, which seems to have Ellie Sattler, Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm, and Muldoon. And we've seen pictures of the Alan Grant figure. It doesn't really seem to be coming with much. All the figures from the Legacy Edition seem to come with, or Legacy set, seem to be coming with small compies to pair up with them. And Ian Malcolm has the flare. And let's see. Other figures that will be included will be a new Tyrannosaurus Rex. I forgot what it was supposed to look like, though. I already did the character figures. A baby T-Rex in the Lost World with the green color, because we know the baby T-Rex is a male from that movie. Another Pachycephalosaurus, that is the original colors. A Dilophosaurus, and a Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon, as well as a Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor. And those are all from the Legacy collection. As well, we're getting Destructosaurs, which I talked about before, and we have them right here. One's a Velociraptor, Microceratus, and the cages that they come with kind of just come off. They're just battle damage and all that. We're also getting a Dimetrodon, let's see, Dilophosaurus, Digimoloch, and Pteranodon. These figures look great. Whew. Let's see, going through them all. But that's about all I can see from some of the newer toy news that we found out about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, as well as I'll talk about the Wave 2 toys that apparently will be coming through in a little bit. But anyway, here's also another picture here of the prototypes of some of the figures, like the Roarivore specifically, like the Triceratops has darker colors. The Matriacanthosaurus has like spine-like feathers on its tail region. The Baryonyx is more, I guess, thinner. The tail has a little gap there, and the back ridges are a little more rigid, like an alligator, and the mouth is a little more, straight and narrow. And then the Allosaurus, of course, is really just a different color, being more dark red than the version that we're getting this movie accurate. Oh, as well, I have found out here that we will be getting Dino 2 packs, one featuring, I believe, Dilophosaurus and Dimorphodon, Velociraptor and Dimorphodon, and Velociraptor and a Gallimimus. So those are just some of the 2 packs, and the battle damage sets, I believe, are supposed to be Walmart exclusive. And apparently for the Wave 2 line that will be coming out, I guess, later, I believe in the fall it could be, we will get the Pteranodon, the Ceratosaurus Roarivore, and the Ankylosaurus Roarivore, as well as the Proceratosaurus, and these are the smaller toys I'm talking about now, the Proceratosaurus, an orange Velociraptor, Minmi, Herrerasaurus, Dimorphodon in a slightly darker color, which frankly to me looks more accurate to the movie, and then the Indo Raptor figure, which I believe is supposed to, well, this figure seems to be more along the lines of the Attack Pack, or not Attack Pack, but in the same line as the Stegosaurus and Carnotaurus figure, based on how the tail looks and the design of it. I believe that is what this toy is supposed to be. So it's interesting that this toy will also be, this Indo Raptor will be put into that line of dinosaurs, as well as its own posable figure, and then the other Thrash and Throw, basically, that will come out later in the fall. Now onto Lego. We do have some news regarding Lego, as some of the my thing doesn't want to work now. For, of course, the 25th anniversary, we are getting a few different sets that will be releasing. For one, we're getting this set, which I can't find the number for right now, but it features the Velociraptor Chase, and will include a Velociraptor, the Control Room from Jurassic Park, as well as the Alan Grant, the Ellie Sattler, Lex Murphy, and Tim Murphy Lego characters. So that'll be one set coming out for the 25th anniversary. Here's a couple of pictures just going through it for a few minutes. And then the second set that I can find here is the Dilophosaurus Outpost Attack, which will come with the Dilophosaurus, a guard, a tracker, another guard, and a baby dino, which seems to be a baby Velociraptor. And I believe we're getting one more set, which is this one right here, which is the T-Rex Transport. However, I think this is actually for Jurassic World. However, it is, I don't think this was the set that was originally for, that was the other set, like not Playmates, with the other version. I guess this is the more beefed up version for the main line, which will have the T-Rex, another version of Zaya, 2 guards, and a baby dino. Which is kind of, we do have another T-Rex set that's out, and this one's slightly different colors. So those are the different Legos that we'll be getting for the 25th anniversary. As well, let's quickly talk about some of the apps that have come out. For one, we have the Mattel Toy app, which is out now, and you can scan the dinos on their feet and get quizzes and facts and all of that. You got to work up to become like a dino dino trainer. You're a dino wrangler as you start out, I believe, an intern. But if you work up there, you get that title. And basically, it showed off some of the other figures that we knew we were going to get now. So Monolithosaurus we now know is a toy. But it also shows that Spinosaurus is a future toy that will be coming out. And hopefully they won't go too outlandish with the colors, all that. I like to just have the neutral JP3 Spinosaurus figure, or a look, which I think they will do, so that's really cool that will be happening. As well as the Jurassic Alive app. You can see the little trailer right here. Basically, it's Pokemon Go with dinosaurs. You can see Gaming Beaver play it. I don't know if it's out in the States yet, but we'll have to see. I don't know if I'll play it that much because I don't have Wi-Fi on my phone, so I'd only be able to play it around like the house if we even have a dino around here. So maybe I'll play in the future. So we'll see about that. But basically, it's Jurassic World Pokemon Go. Hopefully that trailer's done by now. And now I'm basically going to go down the line of some of the different stuff. So first thing on the list is apparently in the pre-production of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, instead of the Carnotaurus fighting the Tyrannosaurus Rex, or Rexy basically chomping down that Carnotaurus, we were instead going to get a rematch of the Spinosaurus versus the T-Rex. Now this is a really cool idea, and I really, even though it's marked as red on the map of Isla Nublar from the DPG website, I honestly think they can retcon that to say that the Spinosaurus is just unaccounted for or something like that, and that's what it is, and it's not extinct, because I really think that we need to see that rematch, or maybe it was left on Isla Sorna, and that's what that whole thing is. Because to be honest, I don't know how they would have, Masrani would have even relocated some of those dinosaurs, like the Maminkasaurs or the Brachiosaurs that were left on the island. And doing the Spinosaurus sounds like would have been a very difficult task. So, although I do think they would have still been able to prevail in any which way, similar to the T-Rex. Because we know they got T-Rexes off the island, even though it's slightly bigger, I still think they would have been able to get the Spino. But I honestly am glad they cut it very early on, because I think that just needs to be held for Jurassic Park or Jurassic World 3, and just hold that, keep that as the marketing campaign rematch between the T-Rex and Spinosaurus. And that's going to go into like my idea of how the movie's supposed to go, my whole theory. I also got to do that Indo Raptor video. Basically, my theory is that the DPG is trying to take the dinosaurs back to Isla Sorna as their refuge, the last island that had dinosaurs and still has a few dinosaurs left on the island, as I am aware. So I'm thinking that's what they're trying to do, and of course corporate bad guys get involved, and they're like, let's sell the dinosaurs. So that's basically what's going to go down. So basically, yeah, Spinosaurus almost made it back to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Hopefully it's not dead, and they will work it out for Jurassic World 3. As well as, I'll cut it in just a minute, but apparently, I know a lot of people have been trying to check it out lately, but the extended fight between the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 has kind of been popping up, and everyone kind of getting excited, so I figure I'd show y'all real quick. And it's really elegant. I love that version. I wish they didn't cut it, but it's where basically it's more of a snapping match between the Spinosaurus and T-Rex. It's very elegant. It looks very animalistic, and I'm disappointed that they cut it from the film. And anyway, here it is. Okay, so next is some news from Jeff Goldblum, and we don't know if it's confirmed or not, but basically it's speculation. And basically, Jeff Goldblum says that Ian Malcolm is in a scene with Claire and Owen, pictures right here, and there's dinosaurs running around. So we don't know if this is true or not, but apparently it came from Jeff Goldblum, so we'll have to see. Maybe he's in London at the time, and yeah, there's dinosaurs around, so we'll see how that goes. Next, basically just a picture here of the Rexy animatronic for publicity. They're doing that for the marketing campaign. She looks beautiful. And here's another a quick look at the Baryonyx and Stygimoloch. Will show Stiggy in just a minute. Frankly, the Baryonyx reminds me so much. Talk about Baryonyx for a minute. So, the Baryonyx reminds me so much of the primeval raptors. The color and everything, it just reminds me so much of those raptors. But anyway, here's Stiggy. Stiggy looks really cool. I really cannot wait to see how Stiggy looks in the movie. So that'll be interesting. And they've also got the bios, which are from the DPG. I'll show later. And anyway, here's some new costumes, which I gotta pull up the pictures for real quick. And y'all may remember the popular T-Rex costume. the Velociraptor one is already out. I can't remember. I don't see many people in the Velociraptor one. But yes, we got the Velociraptor. And I believe the two new ones are this one, the Triceratops, and this one, which is a Pteranodon. So that's actually pretty interesting. They are capitalizing on the memes of the costumes of Jurassic World. So I find that my favorite meme is this one right here, the Tide Pod T-Rex. Yeah, I find that incredibly hilarious. So yeah. As well, and some quick news: American Ninja Warrior, if you don't know that show about people way more in shape than me, basically they have done a whole course devoted to Jurassic World. So we're gonna see how that goes. And it looks, I don't know if it's come out yet. I'll have to look it up real quick. Actually, let's look it up real quick. Yeah, I don't believe it's out yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be out soon. And moving on from there, so yeah, it is technically. I meant to do this way long ago when it was 100 days. So now, I believe how many days is it now? I gotta check real quick. So yeah, 77 days until Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom now. So less than 2 months, man. In 14 days, that's now I believe until the toys are officially released. Yeah, I already just talked about that, and we know who won't be selling the toys, unfortunately, so now I gotta go to Walmart. Next is a little bit spoilery, so tune out y'all who don't want to be spoiled, but ching! Basically, we get our first really in-movie look at the Indo Raptor, and it's from Dr. Pepper. We see other pictures of the T-Rex, Velociraptor, and I forget what the second one is. But we got the pictures here, but we do have a picture here of the Indo Raptor, and it's hunched over, which is very interesting. More of a quadrupedal form, similar to something like a Parasaurolophus or anything, or a dinosaur like that. It's got its long talons and its face. It's got the yellow golden streak down its side and that awesome face. And then another close-up, which is right here. We see the whole face, which looks like a little V-Rex crossed with a Dimorphodon in my mind, with the teeth. So, Indoraptor looks awesome. Next, we'll get to these bios. Alright, get back to that in a minute. Anyway, next is some music from Michael Joshno, and I'll post that in just a minute. But the music, because they've already gotten done with it, they got it done in like a week, so I always find that interesting. If you don't know me already, I love the music of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I used to have the I still have the soundtrack, but I used to listen to it all the time. Track 4, Journey to the Island. I love the original music of Jurassic Park, and when I watched Jurassic World in theater, the thing I came out of that movie, which was my favorite thing, was the music. I absolutely loved the music of the movie. The do-do-do-do-do-do remind me very much in some points to the King Kong 2005 music. So, and the music I heard in these videos, which I'm going to post in just a minute, took me back to being in that dark room in the seat watching Jurassic World. So here they are. Alright. And some pretty big news here. Jurassic World 3 is been confirmed by Steven Spielberg to be directed by Colin Trevarro. So we'll have to see how that goes. So Emily Carmichael, I believe was her name, she will not be directing Jurassic World 3. However, she does have a writing position on there still, so we'll have to see how that goes. And some people have, like me, think it's a really good idea. I think Colin Trevorrow did great with Jurassic World, and I think that, I mean, he still wrote Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, so I don't really see why everyone's so up in arms about him coming back. They're like, he didn't do a great job, he's not a great director. Well, he needs tutelage from, I think, Steven Spielberg. And I honestly like that. I heard that Steven Spielberg is supposed to be really hands-on with Jurassic World 3, and he's been really hands-on with this project lately, which I can imagine. He's getting older, and he's probably going to start teaching a lot of these newer filmmakers the magic of filmmaking. I mean, look how Ready Player One looks. He's obviously still got that talent rested in him. I mean, he's made very few bad films, and I love all the films he's made. So if he can teach the next generation of filmmakers, we're gonna be so sad long after he passes. Because when he passes, that's gonna be like losing another Walt Disney. I mean, E.T., Jurassic Park, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Although he has produced the Transformers film, so please erase that from your memory. War Horse, Bridge of Spies. I've watched Bridge of Spies twice. My grandmother loves that movie. Already said E.T. The Indiana Jones movies. And of course we're getting Indiana Jones, whichever number, in 2020. So I'm honestly excited for that one. But anyway, yes, Colin Trevorrow is directing Jurassic World 3. Next is, let's see, the Jurassic World in concert. I don't know where they're gonna be playing it at, and probably not in my area because I'm in Alabama. But yes, they're apparently going to be doing a concert, and there wasn't much info that I could tell. There might be now, but basically that's going to be in concert, similar to, I forget, they were doing something at the Live Arena, and I haven't really heard about that in a while. So apparently they're doing two things like this. So in the last kind of bit of news, we are going to be getting within the next 3 weeks, because Infinity War is coming out soon, in a few weeks now, on April 27th, we are getting a new trailer, which will max out at 2 minutes 36 seconds long. So this is some awesome news. However, I don't know if I'm gonna. It's noted as it says here, trailer 3. Now, I want to see it, guys, but they showed a pretty decent amount in the first trailer. I'll give them that. Perfect, I think. The second trailer was better in my mind, but I don't know. I still like the first trailer when they revealed Carnotaurus, but it feels like they revealed so much. I really wish they would dial down the trailers. We haven't even gotten TV spots yet for a trailer 3, and usually in a trailer 3 you just combine all the TV spots into one, and you already seen a majority of the stuff, and maybe add one new scene. But I just really, really don't want to be spoiled again like I did in Jurassic World. And that was my fault that I watched every TV spot in every trailer. All like 52 TV spots. And it killed the movie for me, to be honest. Because I knew a lot that was coming. So I don't want to do that again. So I'm not watching any TV spots. Well, I might watch TV spot 1, but that'll be it. So, and I have to check out because it's a trailer. It's not, the TV spot or anything. So, I honestly hope they don't show much. And I swear, if they show a full body shot of the Indo Raptor, I'm going to be so mad. I know it's been spoiled from the toy line and marketing, but I swear, I will be so mad if they show a full body shot of the Indo Raptor. I really will be. I imagine if it's like a quick blink second, I'll be jittery as a schoolgirl, but at the same time, I really, really wish they wouldn't spoil so much for us. So that's that. We'll be getting a new trailer within the next 3 weeks. And next, basically some little offhand guys. If you don't know, I am kind of friends on Instagram with Jurassic_World 2018, and he has gotten a partnership with Mattel, so it's pretty cool. He'll be reviewing toys and all that when everything comes in. And if you don't know, on April 15th, his the Dark Continent Jurassic World contest will be going out, so check that out. Submit your art. I'm still working on some of the stuff, but I'm already going to submit my my hybrid art for Lucifosaurus, as well as my novel cover art, which I think is really cool, to the contest, as well as I'm going to work on the 3 other things, as well as meet his new little mascot, Cookie, the Carnotaurus. Adorable. So meet Cookie and check out his Instagram account, because I steal a lot of his pictures. Thanks, man. Okay. Anyway, on to the final bit of information, which is basically bios and the Jurassic World Evolution videos. So that's for bios. I'm not going to check out all the pictures right here, so y'all can just look at them. It's basically the range, they're endangered, the name, the meaning of the name, size, and weight. So first off, we have Stegosaurus here. Baryonyx. Still looks like the primeval raptors to me. I'm not really complaining. I really like the look of the Baryonyx, which this is my favorite picture of the Baryonyx so far. Brachiosaurus. And pause if you want to look at the pictures longer. Gallimimus. Ankylosaurus. Our first really good look at the Sinoceratops, which looks really cool. And the final one, which released today, Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I have to say, this is a really cool body shot, or headshot really, of Rexy. I really like this art of her. So, beautiful art. And those are all the bios that have come out so far. Next, for Jurassic World Evolution, let's see. We already talked about the embargo, and it already lifted. We already know Ian Malcolm's in the game. Release date is June 12th. Gonna work on the gameplay demo reactions. But as for the little clips that we got, I'll kind of show them here. We got the Parasaurolophus one, which we'll be going through. And I'm just going to have to sit here, I think, and talk a little bit about it. We see the Parasaurolophus, and we have different skins for them and all that, so it's really interesting of how we're going to see the different skins for the Parasaurolophus. Next one is Edmontosaurus, which you'll play right after the the Parasaurolophus. And I have to say, I really like the Edmontosaurus. I think it really looks cool. I believe it's Edmontosaurus regalis is the version, because it has the, what was it? No, that's my people Saurum as well, I was thinking. But it has the little head crest, which we know that Edmontosaurus now had. And if you don't know, Edmontosaurus is my favorite herbivorous dinosaur. Next is wait, I already did Gallimimus. Didn't I already do Gallimimus? Yes, I did. Next is Velociraptor, and Velociraptor is really cool. You get to see how it attacks and how it looks. It looks a lot like Delta, or really more along the lines of, yeah, more Delta than Charlie, because it has the lighter green as well. But we'll probably get different colorations, and later down the line, we'll probably end up having different colorations that we can kind of mod in or something like that, like blue or the JP3 Raptors or whatnot. I honestly think that will come at a later date. And the final one, Pachycephalosaurus. So that's pretty cool that we got Pachy in. Of course, we saw it on the gameplay demos everyone was playing. I haven't seen the gameplay demos yet for everyone else, but we'll have to check it out. And I think that's just about it. And of course, Friday we'll get another Jurassic World Evolution. Oh, I forgot. Goat. That one should be playing right now. We got a little April Fool's Day joke from Jurassic World Evolution, and I think that's a tease that we're supposed to be getting T-Rex this Friday, but they showed us Goat Sunday on April Fool's Day. So, April Fool's Day, which was April 1st, which was also Easter Day, and we went fishing. We didn't really do much, but we did go fishing, and that's how I caught Barbosa. So anyway. I believe that's it. Already checked out everything except Chris Pratt's bass. I mean, check this thing out. That dude, he's an awesome dude, man. Christian, hunter, farmer, fisherman. he's the where was I going with this? I don't know. He's just a cool dude. Anyway, he hunts coyotes. Anyway, that is all the information I believe I have right now. We can probably check Instagram, see if there's anything else. So yeah, nothing much else in terms of news. And in the next Jurassic chat, we'll probably be either talking about the Indo Raptor or Jurassic Evolution. So I'm really excited for that. So thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and hope y'all enjoyed everything that we've checked out in this trailer or this Jurassic Chat 44, because I've been meaning to do it for a long time. I feel like I'm missing something, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I'll cover in the next Jurassic Chat. But let's hit that 1,600 subscriber mark, and nothing much else. There's something I wanted to say. I forget though. Cutting the video really quick. I forgot to do this last night, so I gotta do these reports real quick from the blog from the DPG. The first one, okay, good. First one being, welcome to the DPG from Zaya and Franklin. You've heard a lot about Claire Deering, our fearless founder of the DPG, but other members of the organization are just as important. People like us. We are Zaya Rodriguez and Franklin Webb, two of the earliest, eagerest additions to the team. Zaya, I'll go first. I'm Zaya, the in-house paleo vet. I grew up in Seattle and spent my childhood looking after animals, including my cat Kizzy. Fast forward a few years, I trained in pre-veterinary medicine at Berkeley, hoping to work in dino healthcare at Jurassic World, but never ended up setting foot on Isla Nublar. That is, I accepted an internship at the park right before InGen and Masrani Global decided to create, well, you know what happened. Here's my super #1 passion, bringing the subject of dino health to the public. Not a day goes by that I don't feel super lucky to be the one who can help teach people about the subject and help keep the dinosaurs alive. Look out for a future article about the importance of dino vets. Well, that's my bit. Franklin, I didn't have a cat, but as a kid in Los Angeles, I'd take apart old computers to see how they worked, and later channeled that interest into a passion for coding and web design. When I started Jurassic World, I was first posted at an off-site tech complex in Irvine, California. Monitoring their private networks for glitches, I didn't actually get to the island for a while, which was okay, since to tell the truth, I'm actually kind of afraid of dinosaurs. Still, no one can convince me that they don't have just as much a right to exist as any shark or spider out there. Beyond the cool tech stuff, my favorite thing about the job is seeing how fascinated kids are by the dinosaurs, how they understand the dangers of letting these beautiful animals die. Their enthusiasm gives me hope every day. Oh, almost forgot, I'm the team's systems analyst. So in summation, we just want to say the DPG is really just made of ordinary people who are committed to Claire's vision and dedicated to saving the world's most extraordinary animals. Alright, now we're on to the Rise and Fall of Masrani Global, written by Juliet C. When Simon Masrani died, his company lost more than a leader. The dinosaurs he loved lost a champion. The power vacuum in the company that resulted from that horrific helicopter crash effectively pushed the safety of the animals that had created to the bottom of Masrani Global's priority list. For those who argue that activists should stand down and allow the company to clean up their mess, there is little indication that they have the will to do so. The plan is to bury the past, as proven by their callous abandonment of the animals. Masrani has had the opportunity to make things right, but they are out of time. Masrani Global once served as a beacon, more than the flagship of technological innovation. The company represented the highest standards of business excellence, complete with a strict code of ethics implemented by founder Sanjay Masrani and passed on to his son Simon. But since the incident in Jurassic World and the passing of the beloved CEO, the conglomerate has lost its soul. Investigations into the corporation's negligence, corruption, and the associated endless legal turmoil have left executives in disarray, struggling simply to avoid another fiscal quarter in the red as shareholders brace for the worst. The corporate ship is sinking without its captain, too busy bailing water to entertain questions of ethics. Over the past 12 months, we've witnessed the resignation of 6 board members, including 2 indirectly responsible for helping InGen's science division provide that ultimately fatal new theme park attraction, the Indominus Rex. Its public relations reps continue to stand red-faced when confronted with questions about what the conglomerate, I don't know the word, it's sad, intends to do with InGen. Meanwhile, the rest of the world watches and waits as a volcano looms and the status of Isla Nublar's residents sits in perilous limbo. We'd hope that they could see that these majestic creatures are more than just overextended assets. However, the sad truth is, maybe they can't. Simon Masrani used to see that what no one else could. Imagine looking generations ahead. A good example of this was his move to buy JWE Technologies, one of the rival companies who competed in the 1997 bidding war for InGen. JWE's sights were set more on the technological aspects of InGen's work than on the animals InGen had cloned. But in 2011, JWE would become part of the Masrani global business tree and go on to manufacture the Hammond XB20, a revolutionary piece of machinery that could decode any extinct creature's genome in under an hour, and would go on to win many awards for the subsidiary and its parent company. And here's a picture of the Hammond. It was this kind of forward thinking, coupled with that family's personal connection with John Hammond, that led Masrani to announce his plans to take Hammond's vision one step further by opening a fully operational theme park on Isla Nublar. Such is the confidence of the board members in his leadership that not a single source dared to leak the news of a Jurassic Park 2.0. The announcement took the entire world by surprise. This wasn't corporate hype, this was boldness personified, and the excitement was palpable. Today, I am pleased to announce that Masrani Global Corporation, together with the reinvented International Genetics Technologies, are in final stage preparations to establish a safe, secure, and fully operational theme park on Isla Nublar for every child and adult all over the world. We give you Jurassic World. CEO Simon Masrani at the Jurassic World Press Conference, Costa Rica, 2002. Those words were followed by the repeal of the now infamous viral marketing poster Jurassic World Isla Nublar 2004. That would be plastered across every television magazine, travel brochure, and bus stop around the world, and that's pretty neat artwork. Simon Masrani spent years personally overseeing every detail of the planning and designing of the theme park resort, creating his own construction company to ensure the success of the massive job and to oversee safety. He expanded a private mercenary company after witnessing their swift capture of several pteranodons which had escaped Isla Sorna in 2001. For Simon, finding the right people to ensure the prosperity of the animals was essential to the park's success. The dinosaurs weren't just his investment, they were priceless responsibility in his care. Masrani had been passionate about wanting the best for the park's animals, honoring his vow to InGen founder John Hammond to help them live safely and in peace. But after the world learned of their existence and rumors of poaching vessels spotted around Isla Nublar and Sorna, Masrani sought to bring Hammond's lost dream to life. The operation to move the surviving animals from Isla Sorna to the park on Site B, or to the park on site on Isla Nublar, was critical to their well-being. A considerable and mystifying drop in the population on Isla Sorna had recently been discovered. Some paleontologists claimed it was the result of territorial disputes, others argued disease was the catalyst. While some scientists even placed the blame on the animals' behavior, recent revelations linked to the corruption of the Gene Guard Act by members of Masrani Global confirm the true case. The introduction of illegally cloned animals on the island in 1999 caused a profound impact on the ecosystem. The term chaos effect, coined from Dr. Ian Malcolm's book, God Creates Dinosaurs, has since become the accepted term for describing the radical and unnatural changes that took place on Isla Sorna. Regardless of the reasons, back in 2004, Masrani placed the responsibility to uphold a means of constant care and attention to the dinosaurs, and with good intentions in mind, he had the surviving animals shipped to Isla Nublar. The second island lies abandoned and restricted even to this day. And I hope they'll do this in Jurassic World 3, where we'll export Site B at least one more time and maybe see the Spinosaurus again. But it sounds like Masrani had the best intentions for taking the dinosaurs off Site B. He didn't want them being poached and sold off illegally and all of this. I think that was his intentions of bringing the animals back to Isla Nublar, while not maybe thinking of the ratifications of the ecosystem of Isla Sorna. In the first year of operation of Isla Nublar, Simon ensured that a new standard of ethics was installed, aspiring to a standard of safety and animal respect higher than that of any other biological zoo or preserve around the world. Yet his role in running a Fortune 500 company diverted his focus, and a volatile mix of negligence and naivete would ultimately prove his undoing. With only a few minor incidents in 10 years of operation, many praised the company for such dedication to its founding promise. But secret dealings had compromised the park in ways no one could have predicted, and by the time anyone realized there was corruption from within, it was too late for even their courageous CEO to right the ship. Masrani Global, standing aside as their once prized dinosaurs are threatened, now represent the very opposite of what its late CEO sought to achieve. We believe that if he were alive today, this world would not be happening. This would not be happening. And to honor his vision and uphold his pledge to John Hammond, we encourage those who are committed to the course of action to step in. Masrani has lost their way. For those willing to stand up and speak for the dinosaurs, it's your turn. And that is the rise and fall as Masrani Global. Past me. Cut! Other videos and whatnot, I forget though. I'm working on a lot of videos. Trying to get this toy hunt video out that's like a combination of months of toy hunts and all that, you know. So thanks guys for watching anyway.